Hi guys, girls, welcome to Tuesday Tips here at the Three Hammers Golf Complex and Golf Academy. I'm Rob Bluck, Golf Academy Director, and today it gives me great pleasure to welcome a good friend to ours at the complex, good friend of mine over the years, and now Regional Manager from England Golf. We've got Mr. Gareth Shaw, so welcome Gareth.
Thank you, Rob.
Great to have you along.
Really appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So Gareth, if we can, we'll get the ball rolling. If you could just explain to myself and the audience exactly your role for England Golf, and I know we used to work very closely together here in Staffordshire, and you've outgrown Staffordshire, haven't you now? So yeah, it's already moved to that regional role now. So yeah, if you can explain to us a little bit what you do then to try and grow this great crazy game.
In terms of where I am now, Rob, I've moved from. I still look after Staffordshire. I've got a team of 4 individuals who I look after, but I also look after the counties. So the northwest region in particular. So Staffordshire, Cheshire, Leicestershire, and Rutland, and Derbyshire. So I support my team, Ben Johnson, Alison Lyson, Sean Hamill, and Sophie Jackson Wild in those counties as well, and support clubs.
Sure. So when you say support, I mean you're, as we know, golf over the years has gone through some dark state. There's some great initiatives going on right now to try and get more and more people into golf, and I think now is perfect time to actually have you here. Tiger is back. The viewing figures went through the ceiling, didn't they? The weekend, the Masters around the corner. So here at the Three Hammers, we kind of feed a number of the golf clubs. Obviously, we're working with lots of junior golfers, adult golfers, beginner golfers, experienced golfers alike. So how do you actually go out there? How do you support the golf clubs out there? So
I think that's the key. We've been, as England Golf in the past, looked at specifically participation, driving traffic to the golf clubs. But what we've done more so now is our focus is helping the golf clubs, getting the infrastructure right at the facilities to welcome these golfers and retain our members in golf clubs, and then working with complexes like yourselves to then fill our facilities with new members.
Sure, I think retention is absolutely key, isn't it? And there's some fun, certainly speaking of local golf clubs to here, there's some great golf courses out there and great golf clubs. So retention is absolutely key. We find we got that many people here at the complex, giving golf a go, and it's massively keen to keep them active. Just some great initiatives, and one which I know that you had an awful lot of. I think it was you're the brainchild of this, Golf Express. Over the last couple of years now, pretty, I would imagine, very similar to the 2020 cricket kind of theme. So everyone nowadays, we're all so busy, aren't we? And golf can be seen to be take up half the day or the whole day for most. So can you tell me a little bit about Golf Express? I know that you made your this is small time for you. You made your debut on Sky Sports, didn't you? So
well, me and a colleague Ian Lancaster just kind of came up with the Golf Express concept because we realised that the 3 biggest barriers to people playing our beautiful game is time, cost, and perception. So we looked at a format, and it's just simple. It's getting golf clubs to open their doors to people who want to play for a 9-hole green fee. They don't want to pay for 18 holes. They want to play for 9 because they've got that an hour and a half recreational time, rather than thinking, as you said, 4.5, 5 hours or a day away from the family and friends.
Absolutely.
On the course.
I mean, I speak as a father and family man myself, and I quite often nip to my local golf club, and it's great to take the kids out there just for that 6 holes, 9 holes, and it's I think the game is crying out for super initiatives like that. Obviously, here we've got the short course, so we can get around an hour and a half, which is which works really, really well. So. Okay, that's super, Gareth. You're doing some fantastic work to try and grow the game. I've never met anyone as enthusiastic as you to try and increase participation as well. So it really is, doing a sterling job.
Appreciate it.
Now we've touched upon the Tiger Woods effect.
Yes.
So the man is back. Now love him or loathe him. Certainly, I'm a big fan of Tiger. I think we're privileged to experience what he's done in our lifetime and how he's dominated the sport. And certainly on Sunday evening, I don't know about you, but I found myself staying up watching. I was glued to the TV, and that putt hole on 17 was great, wasn't it? So the game needs Tiger.
It does.
So as much as we love Rory and Dustin, the guys are doing a fantastic job. So how do you think having Tiger back? I think he's one of the favourites already now for the Masters, isn't he? So how do you think that can actually affect and improve the actual participation in.
I think it goes back to probably the 2000s when he was really at his peak.
Mm-hmm.
Those people maybe took up the game, and then when Tiger maybe fell away and all the things that went on, maybe put their clubs away. Maybe looking and seeing on Sky Sports now that he's back in action, he's putting some good swings on the golf ball.
Let's hope so. I mean, he's creating some ridiculous speeds, isn't he? Which was, I think, was the quickest club head speed so far this year on USPGA Tour. So
he's got a fuse back. That's not bad.
Yeah, I think I might go and see if I can get in contact with his surgeon. I think so. Yeah, so no, really looking forward to that. Also, as well, we've got some. Just yesterday, the RNA have released some new rules changes, haven't they? So what I'd like to do is actually just going to go through some of the rules changes. I'm just going to have a little look to see. Again, I think common sense prevails, doesn't it? We're trying to. Here we go. So new rules. Just going through some of the no penalty for accidentally moving your ball on the putting green whilst looking for it, or whilst looking for it. Again, common sense. And how many times, especially this time of year, when it's kind of sat down, you can wheel your trolley over your ball. Oh, found it. Oh, penalised. Okay, yeah. We'll just flick through these. So the flag stick no longer has to be attended or removed when putting.
I think we all do this. As an individual, when you're playing and you're just going out for those 6-9 holes, you leave the flag in.
Leave the flag in.
With your pals and things like that to keep the game moving.
Absolutely. Probably the most common sense one of them all. Golfers were now allowed to repair spike marks. I mean, that was daft, wasn't it? That's a silly rule. Sorry.
Simon Dyson a few years ago, where it was the spike mark incident that there was a lot of issue with there. And it's, at the end of the day, what advantage? You still got to hit the putt at the end of the day.
For sure. Yeah, all for that one. Golfers can now touch the ground with their club in a hazard. So it's interesting one with the bunkers there. Yeah. So, but certainly I think when we're playing out of water hazards or should we say shallow areas, I think again common sense.
It's going to put fail to the comedy videos there. Well, that's the only thing.
To be fair though, do you think that with the comedy videos, do you not think more and more people may be actually attempting those shots now? They can actually touch the water or touch the reeds. So get more of them comedy videos in. Love them. Golfers will be allowed only 3 minutes. Probably my favourite one of them all.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, when you're out there on the golf course...
I don't think nobody times the 5 minutes before was previous.
No, but that 5 minutes, by the time you've got there, that 5 minutes is generally closer to 10 than 5, isn't it, in some instances, and golf courses, all of a sudden it's one... Now, when back in the day when I was playing regular club golf, it was like 3.5 hour rounds, but I think just over the... So it's like anything, there's so much that goes into it now, so much data out there and recording and this, and so much great information. Those 3.5 hour rounds have turned to 5.5, which in some cases, fine. However, for myself, you thought let's get it done. Let's get it done.
When I played pro-ams with amateur golfers, I think the key here as well is hit the provisional. If you're
hit
the provisional shot, it'll save you time when you...
Absolutely. Avoid that walk of shame. Yeah, once that walk of shame, though, I believe it's gone. Or it may have done. So play ready golf in stroke play. There we go. And no longer than 40 seconds per shot. I think ready golf, so ready golf basically, it's exactly what it says, when you're ready, so gone, just because you're furthest away previously, you have to play first.
It's got systems, and I think we do it as recreational golfers, go out there and play, and nod over and say, I'm going to hit this one in, just again to speed things up.
Okay, as long as you're safe.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my only, that's the only point there, and as long as we're staying safe and playing ready golf, and certainly we've done that with lots of our younger golfers and some of our getting to golf students playing ready golf, and sometimes be a little bit hairy moments there with swinging in not such safe areas. That's my take on that. 40 seconds per shot, love that.
It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a process, and as a sports psychologist, my process, my mantra is that routine keeps flowing.
Yes.
And I see, we'll talk about it, I imagine, a little while with this rule in mind, that just got to have that process and keep going through and not get stuck over that golf ball and move things forward.
Definitely, yeah, for sure. And next one we've got, golfers can move loose impediments in bunkers and will not be penalised for generally grounding their club away from their ball.
It's quite revolutionary, this one, really, isn't it? Because it goes back from dated systems, and you think of some of the majors that have been dictated or rules that have been adopted on. I think it was Dustin Johnson, was it, a few years ago again in the
with the waist area. Yeah, absolutely. Loose impediments for those viewers who are not quite sure. So in a bunker, a loose impediment would be a leaf, a stone, so a rule up until now. If there's a rock behind your lovely forged-faced spin-milled wedge, unfortunately in a bunker you can't move it. Which is, well, if you've got the money to go and buy yourself another wedge, then great, but common sense prevails. So stones, leaves, this time of year as well, obviously lots of debris in the bunkers. The guys, the green staff doing a great job trying to get the golf courses playable, but common sense. Yeah, common sense. That's the theme of this, isn't it? Real common sense. Speed it up. Okay, so that's a number of the rules there, which... Yeah, RNA get the big thumbs up from myself, and YouTube. Did you get much input in this as well from a governing body?
We've got a great colleague of mine, Gemma Hunter, who works very closely with the RNA in England Golf and the course ratings and handicap side of things. So we just get them as they come through, really. But we've got a close working relationship with the RNA.
Sure.
And it feeds into a lot of our initiatives, a lot of our programs, and again, growing the game.
Yeah. With that in mind, our initiatives, or England Golf's initiatives in growing the game, which is absolutely crucial. Let's start at so junior level. We're trying to get more girls into the game. So last year we launched the Girls Golf Rocks campaign, which was, I've got to say, it was massively successful. It was so great to see so many young girls. So just getting rid of the barriers. Exactly. Giving golf a go. I can only speak on behalf of the team here at the golf complex and the academy here, how we've managed to retain so many of those girls, and we're now feeding them into our own Staffordshire county pathway. Exactly. Which, and some of these girls have got some really high aspirations. So, Girls Golf Rocks. Can you just tell us a little bit more about the Girls Golf Rocks?
It's ultimately giving people a taste of experience in golf, giving young girls a taste of experience, then getting them to a structured pathway. 4 centres in Staffordshire we've got set up with yourselves, and just trying to get the fun factor into golf.
Yeah.
Move away from these stigmas and rules and dress codes, and literally just let's have some fun.
Yeah, must stress that it's not just for Staffordshire, is it? You know, we've set up the Girls Golf Rocks initiative all around the UK. So
we're into 21 counties now, so it's growing. It's growing.
21 counties, fantastic. Yeah. Get involved, and also within the programme as well, they get a free club.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, got a free club, some great branding. We're actually, I know last year we used lots of our county girls as ambassadors for the programme, which they actually loved it. So that's just one initiative. Get into golf. We call it Learn to Play here, but the Get into Golf campaign is all about getting adults into golf. It's affordable. We do literally 4-week programs for just £20. I know other venues, well, most venues are very, very similar. Just to give that taste of trying to get more and more people into the game. Certainly, I think only speaking from our side, we've never been busier than what we are currently, with more and more people getting into golf, and then we want to reach out to the golf clubs there, and the golf clubs for us really do complement the pathway.
And that's the key, I think, to get into golf. We've looked at the kind of 2 predominant segments for us in our mapping where these golfers are potentially going to be. So the programme's going to be looking at 25 to 45-year-olds, ladies and gents. And again, you'll see the new branding, the new imagery. It's very bright, it's very colourful, and it breaks down those perceptions of golf. Yeah. So whether we're launching kind of 1st of April, hoping there, and gain activity onto the website now, so you can book on. I
think as well, I was going to say, you spoke about the branding. Please don't feel you have to turn up with your closely pressed trousers and your collared shirts to get. Be yourself, get involved. Certainly here, no barriers. Just come and give golf a go, and exactly. So I think what we're going to do now. Gareth's also a PGA pro, like myself. Gareth himself has actually just done your own coaching business, as well as your great work for England Golf. I know, Gareth, we've spent quite a bit of time working with players and talking a lot about the actual psychological aspects of the game. I know that's something which you've studied, and it's something which you really feel quite strongly about. Do you want to explain a little bit to us about how the way we think can influence the way we play? And
I think it's those actions, and one of the biggest things that I get with golfers when they come to a beautiful complex like that, the Three Hammers, is they struggle to take that game from the driving range to the golf course. Yeah. And for me, it's all to do with that little element between your ears, and getting that right on the golf course. Because even if it's had a nice lesson, but it's remembering the things that you take to the golf course and then putting them into play when you're under the clock and you've got a school car, especially in your hands.
Yeah, sure. So when you're on that driving range, trying to visualise your golf course.
Yes.
When you're on your golf course, trying to visualise that driving range. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do, because it is Tuesday tips, so we wouldn't be the same if we didn't go through Tuesday tips. So what we'd like to do, we're trying to clear some of the chairs just out of the way, and I know that we're going to talk about a couple of nice tips which we're pretty much convinced we guarantee this could actually help your golf game. So I'll just move these out of the way, slide them across. So we spoke a lot there about with the getting to golf and the time taken to hit golf shots. Now I know one of the first tips which you would like to discuss would be the actual time taken over the golf ball.
Shot.
Yeah. So do you want to elaborate a little bit more?
Yeah, well, I think from seeing players and instructing golfers as well, but then being out on the golf course with people, the key for me is that time when they've gone through their pre-shot routine, they've picked their target, they've had their practice swing, but then when they get, for me, Bob, stuck over the golf ball.
Yeah.
So many players just get into that position, they're set up, and they are either thinking about swing tips, things that they're having for their tea that evening. I've got to pick the kids up after my game of golf, the new rule changes, whatever it may be, and they forget physical prompts to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
So that's something I want to try and give the audience today of that
trigger.
That trigger. And it's something really simple. It's nobody firing a gun to say go.
Yeah.
It's maybe just simply when you're over that shot, and I'm not saying to rush your golf shot by any means, shape or form, but just getting comfortable, getting set, but then having a prompt. If that's a breath in, a big deep breath, and a breath out, and on that out breath, then pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Or it could be a re-grip, a famous Sergio Garcia trait there.
Yeah.
And it's the
tiger waggle.
Yeah, exactly. Have a little waggle, have a movement, but just a physical prompt. It's a tense of the hands then, so trying to get rid of any tension in the forearms.
Yeah.
And then a relax, again, and on that relax, pulling the trigger.
Pull the trigger,
It's something that's going to help you not get stuck over the golf ball and keep the swing moving.
Sure, that's a great tip, Gareth. Lots of golf happening in this week. We've got Bay Hill. We're going to have a look at Bay Hill in a minute, by the way. We've got a good challenge coming up. But we've got Bay Hill. You're going to see loads of golf on TV. Masters is just, we're on countdown now, aren't we? We are on countdown. Watch these guys and the girls. Not forgetting the LPGA and the ladies. Again, we can learn so much about their routines, can't we? And they're so lots of them methodical, but it's so they've got that repetition, haven't they? Watch these great players, what they do, but the one thing they'll all have inconsistent is their time taken to hit the golf shots. Over the golf ball, freeing it up. So what was quite, everywhere that Tiger Woods went at the weekend, sorry, this is not the Tiger Woods show yet, but everywhere Tiger Woods went over the weekend, there was a high-speed camera following him, and they're literally watching him. It's every single move. So before we hit the golf shot, we've pulled the club out of the bag, we've decided exactly what we've got to do, then go through the thought process. That's the time. So generally that would be behind the golf ball here. So can I just up for a second? Thank you. So clubs out of the bag, spend a little bit of time behind the golf ball, whether it's a swing thought that you've worked on with your coach, or when it's a sensation that you want for the golf shot, that's the time to actually be doing the thinking. Over that golf ball, when we're into, when we're walking in, Justin Rose is a great example of this. When we're over that golf ball, we walk in there, it's very much that ready, aim, fire. Just like you said, the trigger. Watch these guys and girls, watch what they do. They're so consistent, and they're pretty quick when they get to the ball. Yeah. Their mind's made up, they'll figure it out, they'll evaluate afterwards. If they hit a poor shot, they'll work it out afterwards.
I think the key, Rob, as well, is that a lot of golfers, if they come over a negative thought or they aren't comfortable, they'll pull the trigger anyway.
Yes.
Don't hesitate to step out of your routine and go again.
Absolutely. So your pal Dave may have just accidentally sneezed, or maybe done on purpose, something like that, and rather than just giving that look and then going ahead and playing the shot, walk away. You can put the club back in the bag, go again. But we're speaking about speedy play, yeah? Keep it flowing, keep it flowing, keep it flowing, keep it consistent. Okay? Great. Any more tips that we'd like to share? That's a brilliant one, I've got to say, the actual triggers.
I think the key for me as well is picking a target. A lot of golfers think about
sounds simple, but
it's the flag.
Yeah.
But you watch any player from the weekend's coverage, the ladies or gents, and you listen to caddy conversation, and it's an area.
Yeah.
Tom Watson used to always famously talk about the fat of the green. We're going to hit the biggest part of the green, and then there's a miss it left or right. Might go closer to the flag or further away, but at least he's on target and he's around the area.
Short side, understanding the short side, guys. The short side basically means don't miss the green on the difficult side to up and down. Yeah. So if that pin is cut back right, for example, and if you get anywhere but going back right. So if the pin's cut back right, the fatter the green. I love that. Try never, if you can think, when you're over that golf shot, ask yourself the question: where don't I want to miss?
Exactly.
So when you've answered that question, where do you want to hit it? Okay, so we're almost playing to miss, but if we're going to miss at the fat of the green, where it's an easy two-putt or an easy up and down. This is what the great players are that makes them so great.
They aren't all going flag hunting. You'll see that with the Masters in a few weeks' time. They're not going after some of those treacherous pins and the undulation greens. They're going for a section that will give themselves a chance to score.
Yeah, that's it. So it's simply, it's improving that thought process. Have we got any questions there? My good friend there just waving away at me, saying we have some questions coming in.
Who did kind of on the mind game? Simon Rollison, he asked, what would be your 3 tips for a high handicap golfer to break the psychological barrier of 90?
Don't put the score at number 1. Don't put that big 90 number there. Just think about going and playing bogey golf. It's not necessarily thinking about that score, because we all do. We're all outcome focused as golfers. But as Rob said before, just think about your swing, think about your technique, and the score will come. Yeah. But get yourself out there with a scorecard in hand. There's not enough golfers who play out there with a scorecard and a pencil. They just go out for fun with their pals, which is fine. But if you're
get used to recording.
Exactly. Get your data and look at there's some great apps and support out there now for recording your stats on the golf course. Yeah. So it's not too much analytics, but it's understanding where those maybe you're losing those 95 shots if it is, Simon, or trying to beat that 89 barrier to improve your golf.
Definitely control the controllables, and then just keep. I think that's a great saying, which has always stayed with me. Keep playing until the holes run out. Yeah, all you can do is to think about that next shot. Exactly. Control the controllables. After that post round, learn from your stats what needs improvement, whether that's tee shot accuracy, whether it's improved putting, whether it's you're leaving everything short, or work it out afterwards. Keep playing till the holes run out.
Exactly.
Yeah, great.
This kind of contradicts what we're trying to achieve here with a nice process of taking your golf shot, but can we speed up golf? Because 4 to 5 hours to some people is just too long.
I think especially some of the rules changes, we're going to help and support with that, the timings over the golf ball, the ready golf, but also just thinking about the type of equipment that you take out with you. Think about maybe a pencil bag in the winter months. You don't need to take all your golf clubs out with your trolley and you're going off in restricted areas with the weather. Just take light equipment so you can walk and you're not exerting so much energy. And just think about, again, as we talked about this morning, when you're over that golf ball, pull the trigger.
Yeah. I think as well, we spoke about the routines there. That routine doesn't necessarily mean taking longer. In many cases, that's speeding it up. Exactly. It's improving that thought process, and being ready, I think, is massively important as well. So ready golf, being ready. When it's your turn, you go. Yeah, you go.
And then a nice one about Tiger, obviously. I think that the storm around him at the moment, coming back and performing so well last weekend, but what impact do you think Tiger will have with his participation in 2018?
I think it's going to help us massively. If we can stay injury-free and, from our perspective, keep growing the sport and raising awareness in the national media, hopefully that'll then signpost people to our getting to golf programmes and signposting to facilities such as the complex here, and just keep the buzz, keep the golf buzz, and hopefully the fun factor, because I felt that Sunday night. I don't know about you, Rob.
It was great,
Yeah, got the fun element.
I was watching with both my kids. Yeah. My little lad was asked to stay up late just to one. He was so keen to see if Tiger could do it, but it was fun. It was great to see him smiling.
Exactly.
Because he feels blessed to actually be out there on the golf course now. I'm sure he's had many days where he's thought he can't compete and he's not going to be out. It's great to see him smiling and enjoying it. So yeah, we like Tiger. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't like to see this spitting and slamming and all that, but it's great to have you back and
smiling
and smiling. Yeah, but man, he looks good, doesn't he?
He does look
very he looks good. Come on, Rory. Come on, Dustin. Step it up again now. Okay, so we're going to have a little Bay Hill challenge now. like at the weekend, so if you could set us up, we're going to quickly go to Bay Hill, if that's okay. At the weekend, Tiger drained that real long putt on the 17th on the par 3, so we've got our own par 3 challenge of our own. So it's a Rob v Gareth challenge here, just to conclude today's Tuesday tips. Now we've got 174 yards, so I'm convinced it's going to go down to this. We're going to see this hole this weekend. Arnold Palmer, no, sorry he won't be there this weekend, but it's such a special place to go for many golfers. We're going to give it a go. So we're going to have 3 shots each, Gareth. Now, I can honestly say that we've had no warm-ups. We're going to let you go at this now. We've got a glove here, so we're going to... So drop me to go. Try and have
you show me the way, Rob.
No.
You show me the way.
Okay, so...
Blindfold, Rob?
Blindfold, no blindfold today. No blindfold today. So we're going to give it a... what do you say about the trigger?
That, I think, a nice hand... relax, or there's
I can't help
for the cheeks.
I've got to just walk in behind the golf ball here, so okay, we'll give this a go. We're going to have 3 shots each, yeah?
That's a nice
there
shot.
we go. Go on, fly. Fly.
That's a good golf shot.
Just got over the bunker there. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, Will. We got Will on here. There we go. So we're going to have 3 shots each. So here we go then, guys. So how far was that, guys? Here we go. How far away from was that?
46 foot, I think.
46 foot. Okay, so we're just changing. Oh, okay, so we're going to follow. Oh, right. Brilliant. Thank you. So we've got a 6 iron there. Struck it, there we go. Just turning over a little bit. Just turning over a little. Go.
A little bit fat there, Rob.
Okay.
A
Little heavy.
little heavy.
Now,
pressure the camera.
Yeah, I know. Gareth's just recently become a father as well, so congratulations on that. Priorities now changing a little bit, so the practice time is slightly down right now. Yeah. Okay.
I said to you before, I've been at a ball since December, since the Christmas weekend.
See, he's growing the game, he's doing so much great work, doesn't play.
No.
So, we've got to change that. Okay, so 1, 7. It's a long way for a 6 iron, this. It seems a long way.
It's a good strike, Rob.
Go. Settle.
That was a good strike.
Oh, through the back there now. So what, 43 feet?
That's good, Rob.
Okay, so we've got...
Thank you.
Do you want a glove?
I'll be alright.
Are you sure?
I'll be fine.
I don't want you making excuses for this, you see. It's got a little heavy.
Yeah, a little heavy.
Oh,
It's got to go. Oh no! I had to club up Mr. Bluck.
So it's my last shot now. So again, another one of the rules changes, wasn't it? Which you didn't list, if you lose your ball, you no longer have to go back to the tee. Yeah. Which I've got to say, it's one of the main rules. Did we miss that off for a reason? So I'd actually discuss it now. That's one of them. I love that. That walk of shame.
Horrible. Oh. The last thing you want to do.
So if we do lose the ball, if we hit the error tee shot, we go. I think we drop it, kind of where we agree on the point. Yeah. Right then. Final shot for me. Sunday evening, 1 shot lead. Can we find the green?
It's a good swing, Rob. Cutting round the flag.
Go on then. Go. Oh no! Oh, bunker. 36 feet though.
We'll say 37.
That was my closest.
The caddies come in.
So the caddies come in. We've changed club.
So I've cut something in there and see if we can make this last shot count.
That's right.
It's gone the other way.
You've gone for the smart miss there, haven't you? You've gone for that's a smart miss there. That's exactly what we spoke about though.
Chip and a putt.
Chip and a putt, 98 feet.
Well done, Rob.
Well, thanks, pal. Thank you. It's been great having you with us today. Yourself and the team at England Golf are doing some great work in with growing the game. So thank you for coming along. Yeah, please, guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy the golf this weekend. Countdown to the Masters. We're not having snow this weekend. That's just a wind-up, right? So we're soon going to be back there on the golf course, guys and girls. So thanks for watching. We'll be back again in 2 weeks. Keep watching out on the channel. We've got lots going on here. So like and share, comment. Let us know what you would like us to cover. We're guided by yourselves. Yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy your golf, and see you all soon. Thank you.